It's being called an important first step to ending the violence in Syria. The Syrian government has reportedly accepted a peace plan put forward by UN envoy Kofi Annan. The BBC has Annan's comments.
I indicated that I have received a response from the Syrian government and will be making it public today, which is positive.
Both Russia and China, who have not backed any UN peace efforts in recent months, voiced their support for Annan's plan before the Syrian government's decision. Al Jazeera lists some of the plan's major points. His plan calls on Assad to withdraw troops and heavy weapons from protest hubs, a daily 2-hour humanitarian ceasefire, access to all areas affected by the fighting, and a UN-supervised halt to all clashes. The move was welcomed by Syrian opposition leaders, but they remained cautious of trusting Assad's government to actually follow through. An editor for The Guardian writes they have good reason to be suspicious. President Bashar al-Assad will be tempted to play for time and haggle over conditions. Late last year, Damascus accepted a peace plan put forward by the Arab League and then spent weeks haggling over the modalities of issues like access for monitors. The mission failed. The news came as Syrian state television released a video of Bashar al-Assad touring the besieged neighborhood of Baba Amr in Homs and getting an unusually warm reception. He reportedly promised reconstruction efforts and a return of law, order, and stability to a crowd chanting, "We are with you until death." A CNN correspondent says the footage is not what it seems.
What we know from opponents of the regime is, in fact, that Syrian security forces, they say, were in the area the night before, basically clearing people out and replacing them.
Opposition sources say the peace plan and the president's visit have done nothing to stop the violence. On Tuesday, 53 people were reportedly killed. What's more, ABC Australia reports the fighting has spilled across the nation's borders. The agreement came as residents and local security sources said that Syrian troops had crossed the border into Lebanon, launching grenades and machine gun fire at Syrian rebels who have sought refuge there. Syrian opposition leaders continued to meet in Istanbul to hash out a coherent vision of a post-Assad Syria. For Newsy, I'm Lauren GORES. Multiple sources, the real story.